really built the Great Wall of China? When people think of the Great Wall of China, they picture an ancient wonder stretching across mountains, deserts, and forests. But here's what most don't know. It wasn't built all at once. It wasn't built by one emperor. And most shockingly, it was built on the backs of millions, many of whom never lived to see it completed. Today, we're digging into the truth behind the Great Wall of China. Who built it? Why was it built? And what was the cost? Welcome to Alex Reborn Studio, where the past comes to life. The story begins over 2,000 years ago, long before there was a China as we know it. During the Warring States period, 475–221 BCE, different Chinese kingdoms built small independent walls to protect themselves from rival states and nomadic tribes from the north. These early walls were made from packed earth, stone, and wood, crude but effective. But it wasn't until one man came to power that the dream of a unified wall began. Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. In 221 BCE, Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, unified the warring kingdoms into one empire. He ordered the destruction of the old separate walls and the construction of one continuous defensive barrier. It wasn't built for beauty, it was built for war. To accomplish this, he forced over 300,000 soldiers, peasants, and convicts into brutal labor. They worked in freezing cold, scorching heat, across treacherous terrain. There were no machines. It was all done by hand with baskets, picks, and sheer willpower. The cost, hundreds of thousands died. So many that the wall earned a chilling nickname, the longest cemetery on Earth. It didn't stop there. Han, Ming, and more. Contrary to what many believe, the wall wasn't a one-time project. After Qin's death, the wall fell into disrepair. But later dynasties, especially the Han, 206 BCE, 220 CE, and the Ming, 1368–1644, rebuilt and expanded it massively. The Han dynasty extended the wall westward to protect the Silk Road. The Ming dynasty, after facing attacks from the Mongols, built most of the stone and brick sections we see today. The Ming's version of the wall stretched over 5,500 miles. That's longer than the distance from New York to London and back. They also added watchtowers, signal fires, and barracks, turning it into a full-blown military defense system. Who were the workers? So who actually built the wall? Not emperors. Not generals, but farmers pulled from their land, prisoners paying for their crimes, soldiers forced into labor, scholars who defied the emperor. They worked with little food, poor shelter, and constant threat of collapse, landslides, or punishment. Many were buried inside the wall itself because moving their bodies was too costly or impossible. This wasn't just construction, it was sacrifice on a national scale. Myths, mistakes, and modern facts. Let's bust some myths. No, you can't see the wall from space with the naked eye. It's long, but it's only about 30 feet wide. That's like trying to spot a pencil from miles away. Yes, parts of the wall are still being discovered. Satellite imagery and archaeology reveal hidden sections buried under desert sands and forests. And perhaps most interesting, the wall didn't always work. Mongol and Manchu invaders broke through it several times, eventually overthrowing dynasties. So if it couldn't stop invasions, was it a failure? Not quite. The wall became a symbol of strength, unity, sacrifice, and national identity. That's something no army could tear down. The Great Wall isn't just a wall. It's a monument to human endurance, a graveyard of forgotten laborers, and a thread that ties together 2,000 years of Chinese history. So the next time someone asks, who built the Great Wall? The real answer is millions of nameless hands, across centuries, who shaped a nation brick by brick. Thanks for watching Alex Reborn Studio. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most mysterious, powerful, and untold stories.